to another episode of Why I Hate This Movie. I'm your host, Derek Rios, with always my heterosexual life mate and my co-host, Danny Newton. Say hi, Danny.
Hello, Derek. How are you?
I am fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. So today we're talking about Robin Williams.
Yes.
One of his probably most memorable movie.
Yeah, this was definitely one of the cornerstone Robin Williams films when I was a kid.
Mrs. Doubtfire, which I hated as a child.
That's the part that puzzles me. I can understand hating it as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember liking this when I was a child.
Well, it wasn't for a lack of enjoyment of the movie. I remember watching it the first few times, and it was fine. I mean, I laughed. It was goofy. It's Robin Williams just ad-libbing the whole fucking time. Most of the scenes, he's just doing what he does.
Yeah, it's basically like his lines don't really have much of a script.
No, they did most takes multiple times.
And they were just like, just come in and yuck it up a little bit.
Yeah, they would just
chew the scenery.
Yeah, because that's what he did as a comedian.
Improv,
yeah. He's an improv master.
See, I don't actually remember much Robin Williams stuff kind of before this. All the early stuff that he did, like his stand-ups and stuff like that, is before my time. Mm-hmm. And like Mork and Mindy and shit like that.
Well, yeah, he had some older TV shows and stuff I never watched. This was like my first introduction. Most of his stand-up was dirty back then. It had swearing and stuff. So as a child, I'd never really got exposed to it.
My exposure to Robin Williams was this and Aladdin, right?
No, you had Aladdin.
Mm-hmm.
You had Patch Adams.
Patch Adams was a little later in the 90s, I think, though.
It was a couple years after this.
Okay.
And then I don't know. He had a couple other kids movies that were pretty big hits. I can't think.
Yeah. Even Patch Adams had like really fucking adult humor in it that he's sitting there telling the kids and stuff.
Well, because they're all dying.
Yeah. It's like, let's go to the maternity ward. We know they put out. It's like, what the fuck did you just say to this kid?
He's got a nose on. It's funny.
Yeah.
But no, the reason I hated it was because it just got played so fucking much. I remember there was a 1 year period where I felt like I watched this movie every day.
You probably did. Oh, actually, a lot of people have that experience with this movie. I was talking to some people today about it, actually. And it was like a general consensus. This is one of those movies that everybody watched probably fucking 20 or 30 times in that year.
Because I had other family members that were children, younger than me, and they would just watch it on repeat. They'd be like, this is how children do. I want to watch that. And every fucking day, I swear, I had to watch this movie for 1 year period, it felt like. And then
turn around, and for some fucking reason, we were watching in school constantly, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like we watched this movie way too much in those few years.
Until we got to high school, then the only movie we had on VHS was Remember the Titans.
Yep.
I've watched the first half of Remember the Titans like 300 times.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was just too much. And I just grew to hate it. I hated all the stupid improv scenes, which are honestly the best part of the movie.
I mean, yes and no. They were good for, I guess, Robin Williams stuff, but they just didn't. I didn't laugh at any of them as an adult. When I just watched this week, I didn't laugh at a single one of his improv scenes.
Yeah, most of it's kind of goofy.
Because he did the improv scene in the courtroom, and he did it again with the social worker lady.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did it again at the television station with the dinosaurs. And you would think if any of them would get the laugh, it would be the one who's playing with fucking dinosaur toys. It just sucked.
Well, you got to think these are aimed at children.
Yeah.
All these jokes, right? So they would have been more funny as a child.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, obviously, so children enjoyed it.
Yeah.
For at least most of them, I guess. But honestly, I think the funniest part of the movie is the wife. I actually laughed at some of her jokes.
I liked his... Yeah, you're right. I liked her. And I liked his brother and his brother's boyfriend.
Yeah, the brother was great.
Mm-hmm.
And he only had a few, like 2 scenes or whatever.
This was really early to be having a gay dude up in your movie.
Well, this was... You can see, this movie does bring up a whole bunch of trans moments, and you can see where early in the 90s it wasn't acceptable yet.
Yeah, this was before Will and Grace.
Yeah, it really wasn't. And So it did push some boundaries like that.
Yeah, it did. I didn't like him. I didn't like Robin Williams.
Well, he's a horrible person.
He really is. Yeah.
At the beginning of the movie, I sympathized with Robin Williams' character. I was like, God, you know what? The wife's just a fucking bitch. She literally just wants to push him out to get some dick. The mere mention of Pierce Brosnan's character's name, she just Stu. Gets wet. Stu? It's like, oh, Stu was asking about me? Really? And then she is like, I gotta get rid of my fucking husband tomorrow. And it just happens to be a coincidence that he pissed her off somehow.
Yeah.
He's like, get out. Nope.
But that had been brewing for a while, man.
Obviously, but you don't see that part.
Kinda. Like when she goes off on him in the house.
That's later. At the beginning, you don't see it. And you feel bad. You think, all right, she's a bitch and she just wants to get her own. And when
they're having their argument, cleaning up the party and stuff like that, because literally the man can't hold down a fucking job. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like it seems like he constantly screws himself.
But it also seems like he doesn't need to work.
I know, right?
At this day and age, he would be perfectly fine. He would be
a stay-at-home husband.
He'd be a stay-at-home dad. He could go doing some voice acting jobs every now and then, but for the most part, she was raking in the money. Their house was a mansion in the middle of town in San Francisco.
Yeah.
It was like a $2 million home now.
Now. But Stu was wanting to make a bed and breakfast that ran in rooms for $500. That's a flashback.
Yeah.
But so he fucks off his job, right?
Which
loses yet another job. Which, by the way, it felt.
This is when all the whole smoking, non-smoking fad started, and everyone's like, "Oh, smoking's killing everybody." I looked it up at the time. About 50% of Americans smoked. They threw in the little anti-smoking jab in there, little PSA.
And when he's going off about the smoking, he looks around, and is like, "You really feel okay selling cigarettes to kids?" And everybody in the studio is smoking. It's like, yeah, they do. Yeah, they're fine with that.
I don't think that just because you're smoking, you'd be okay with that. But I don't know. I don't smoke. Maybe every smoker is a horrible person still.
I mean, could be.
There's not many left.
No, not many.
I guess there's supplement with vapors now, which are just as bad.
Yep. Got the vape lung.
Yeah.
But yeah, he screws off another job and goes to pick up his kids. Apparently his son fucked something up and...
No, he had bad grades.
Oh yeah, bad grades.
He didn't do good on his last report card, so he couldn't have a birthday party.
But she was obviously bluffing that, right? I mean, she still was getting him a cake and shit like that and coming on in.
They're probably going to do a family thing.
Yeah.
She didn't want a friend birthday party, like a real birthday party.
When you were a kid, did you really want a fucking like petting zoo birthday party?
When I was 12? No.
No, fuck no.
No. Which was crazy. Like, where did you find just a petting zoo? There was there didn't seem like any trainer. Like, it's like he went out into a farm and stole a bunch of animals. There was no trainer there, or person to take care of the pet, a pet handler.
The horse and stuff is literally just walking around the house doing whatever.
This thing's pissing and shitting everywhere. And shit was just walking on the street.
Could you imagine how angry you would be if you walked in and there was a horse standing in your living room just fucking pissed and shit over the place?
Honestly, I'd probably be so amazed, so baffled it wouldn't affect me.
That would be fucking terrible. I would divorce you too. So there's tons of just kids here. Well, no adults besides him.
Yeah, it's just neighborhood kids. He just invited them all over. Already,
but the parents will become very aware that the neighbor's having a donkey show over here. Maybe I should have my kids go to that.
I mean, you might be surprised. A bunch of them probably working and stuff. So.
Yeah.
It seems like a nice neighborhood, so a lot of these people probably are fine with their kids roaming around.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not nighttime. That was my one rule when I was around 12 was just be home for the streetlights come on.
Yeah. I mean, really, my parents didn't really give a shit what I did.
No. So then when I hit 13 and moved out here, it's like, all right, you're still alive? As long as I hear from you once a week.
Yeah. He's having this like whole birthday party thing. And even if the kid wasn't on some kind of punishment or something, this was just kind of an over-the-top stupid thing anyways.
Yeah, it's a bit absurd.
I mean, I can understand being very upset at him. The whole, you do this constantly. Mm-hmm. You do this constantly. You make me be the adult. Nobody wants to be the fucking adult.
Well, she hadn't even found out that he got fired.
Yeah. That was before.
She was already, but the thing is, she'd already made up in her mind. She was just looking for an out.
You gotta think, if it's been like this, what did you say, 15 years?
15 years they've been together.
Yeah.
But she married him like that. She knew how he was.
She was probably also expecting him to grow up at some point, too.
Well, that's
you know
how
what I mean?
you always fuck up marrying. You think you're going to change someone and you can't.
Well, to an extent. Everybody grows up a little bit. We're way grown up compared to just 10 years ago.
I'm still playing the same fucking game I played 15 years ago.
Well, that's beside the point.
In the same room.
But mentally, you've matured, right?
I don't know.
You don't feel like you have?
Not really.
I feel like I have.
Oh, I guess.
He's also in a different situation. He's a man with 3 kids, with a wife who clearly sounds like she is constantly, just like, when are you going to step up? When are you going to commit and hold down a job and help me out around here? And then turn around and you constantly make me the bad guy, right? I mean, I can understand her frustration. Her frustration is real. I've felt those same frustrations in my own life.
But, as he brings up later, she doesn't talk about it.
But you gotta understand, it's fucking Pierce Brosnan, okay?
I'd fucking leave
if
Robin Williams for Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is pre-GoldenEye.
Yeah.
He wasn't even stacked yet.
Oh, he was still scrawny. Young, man. He was a little puppy.
He was in shape, but he wasn't built yet.
Yeah, fucking just hamburger on the chest. Like, yeah, let that chest hair out.
Something about the British accent, and so they never talked about it. She never brought it up.
Yeah, but you gotta think, man. She literally said, "You constantly make me the bad guy." She was talking about how many times they've had this argument over and over again. Mm-hmm. She's just sick of fucking having it. I mean, everybody hits their breaking point.
She just wanted Pierce Brosnan's dick.
I mean, yeah, why not?
And it would have been fine getting a divorce and everything, but then she just goes and
decides to be happy.
Takes full custody is what I thought was kind of fucked.
Well,
the bitch is cold. She sat there in court and let the judge rule, giving her full custody.
I can understand, though.
He's not a bad dad.
He's not a bad person, but what the judge asked of him was not unreasonable, because the judge looked squarely at him and was like, "Hey, man, I know you're getting back on your feet. Take 90 days, hold down a job, get a place to keep kids, and I'll send an inspector around a couple times, make sure everything's cool, and then we will reevaluate joint custody." That is not unreasonable. And obviously, she has a right to get the house and stuff like that. It's obvious who's been paying the bills. So
this is where you get to where you find, as an adult, this is where the movie changes for me. Because you really see how Robin Williams' character really is.
Yes.
Daniel is very self-destructive.
Oh, yeah.
And he pretty much, instead of just getting a job and working it all out and waiting 3 months, he's like, "Oh, I'm just going to impede in their life and pretend to be a nanny."
They tried to do things to make you feel like the mom is the bad guy.
At the start.
Yeah. And even at the start of the divorce.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like you said, the custody thing, for one, they try to make you feel like she's the bad guy. And then turn around, she dropped him off a little late, and now she's trying to pick him up early and that kind of thing, right? Trying to make you feel like she's just an unreasonable bad guy. And I don't really buy it.
So he finds out that she's putting an ad in the paper for a nanny, and he's like, "Hey, just let me take care of him." And she's almost about to bite, and then the little fucking Matilda.
Oh God,
Tilda
Swinton,
the actress's name.
Yeah,
I can't remember, but yeah, she's the little girl that played Matilda.
Yeah,
she says "goddamn" and fucking rats out her dad pretty much. Well, she just repeats what he says. So the mom's like, nope, not leaving him here now. You're not babysitting. So he changes the number on the ad, so no one's going to call her.
Right.
And then he pretends he does a bunch of different,
all these fucking different depraved people.
Yeah. And that way she's just like, nope, I don't want any of these people watching the kids. And what didn't make sense to me is he could have just left it at that.
Yeah.
And forced her to come to him to babysit.
Right.
Because that was her other option. It's like, okay, all these people aren't good enough. But instead, he got the idea, I'm just going to pretend to be a British nanny.
Yes.
And give her an actual good out. That way she's forced to use me.
It was so weird. That, and I was sitting there wondering after he was doing all these phone calls and he decided on the Mrs. Doubtfire persona, did he still continue to call a couple more times to make it seem like the ad in the paper was real?
No, I think it was it.
It was just that one. That's it. No more calls. She didn't find that suspicious at all. She's lived with this man for the last 15 years. She's heard all of his different character voices and stuff like that. You know she has.
That's what he does.
Yeah. That's what he does for a living. But you don't think she would pick up on any of it?
Robin
Stop
Williams
harassing me.
He's a very good voice actor. He's really good at mimicking voices. But you can still tell it's him, most of these voices.
Yeah.
You can still hear him in it. The wife would...
She would definitely know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like she's only heard the voice once. It's been 15 years of hearing this. More than that.
Like I said, you gotta know he does it all the time. When he talks to the kids, he does it. When he fucking talks to her, fucking around with her, he does it. He probably does it when they're screwing.
Probably. Which him being a voice actor was probably the best job for him because it let him have these stupid, silly scenes where they just like jump cut with him just doing different rants with different characters.
In almost every movie he's in, there is that scene, at least once, where he's just fucking running through characters.
Yep.
Right? It doesn't work for me. I didn't like it. I don't like Robin Williams, I guess. I don't know. Whoa. Glad he's dead. What?
He is, he's dead.
Can't deny that one. He's very dead.
He's an American
he's
legacy.
An icon. He's an
icon. He's a hero.
You're right. I'm not glad he's dead.
He saved all those kids in that hospital.
He did. He did.
Or he made them laugh before they died, at least. So
yeah, that was a shitty Make-A-Wish present.
Never get a clown as a doctor. Could you just heal me? Make me better?
Can't you be a real doctor that fixes my cancer?
Instead of just pulling rabbits out of a hat and honking a nose? Like,
nope. This is the best your insurance will afford, kid. Oh, man. Yeah. After he settles on British nanny, you have a montage scene with his gay brother and his brother's wife, husband. They call him Aunt Frank.
Yeah, they're not allowed to marry yet.
His Uncle Frank and Aunt... I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to marry yet. So
yeah, but they do their whole little like making his costume montage. There's a lot of montages in this.
Yeah,
and after that, we start the long con of infiltrating this woman's life, who is obvious. It's obvious how much happier she is in general that he's gone, right?
And he's just trying to sabotage it nonstop.
Yeah, he really is.
Which. I mean, if you were with someone that long and loved them, you'd probably have the same feelings.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't fucking dress like a woman.
I would. I'd just let it go. Like,
I would sit over there in my place like, God, fuck that bitch.
Yep.
That fucking whore. Yeah. I wouldn't be like, hello, and dress like a fucking woman and go abduct my own kids.
It is insane.
Yeah.
It is absolutely insane what he would.
Yeah. Keep going.
The heights that he went to accomplish this.
Yeah. The logistics is ridiculous because he's holding down a regular full-time job.
Yeah.
At this point, he starts working at the film place or whatever, packing film and stuff, holding down a regular full-time job, getting off work there, getting dressed up, going to his wife's place, participating in this charade. Till just whenever, then coming back home, doing it all over again. At the same time, juggling the fucking care worker twice a week that he has to meet and deal with. And it's just, when does he sleep? This is also one of those kind of movies. Like, when do these people sleep?
He's only watching the kids from 3 to 8.
Yeah.
Right? 37, something like that. It's only like 4 hours a day.
Yeah. But it is way longer than 4 hours a day.
Well, it ends up being a lot longer because he's like cooking and
he's almost trying a fucking live-in nanny with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
So he fakes that for about a couple months. Oh, when the social worker comes.
Yeah.
And he's bouncing back and forth and loses his face and shoves it in the cake. The cream wasn't supposed to fall off his face into the coffee. It actually melted because the heat.
And how long the take was.
Yeah. It started melting and falling off. Mm-hmm. And so they just went with that take. Which you think, this is another woman. She'd know facial products.
Yes.
That's no mask you've ever seen before. And why would you taste it? If you think this is like some type of...
Nobody is that stupid.
No.
She would instantly know that something isn't right. Oh, let me go get him. He's in the other room. Yeah, no, there's nobody back there.
No.
Right.
There's not another house back there. It's right. One fucking bedroom.
Right. At the very least, this is really weird, and you're not getting visitation.
You and your sister are very close with each other.
Yes. Yeah, she's just watching you get out of the shower naked, get dressed. Yeah, sure.
And she's also getting naked and putting stuff on while you're doing this?
Sure is.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Nobody is this dumb.
I don't know, man.
Nobody's this dumb. Just another thing about this movie I didn't buy. Pierce Brosnan's a really good guy in this movie.
He really is. Actually, they wanted to make him a villain at first.
Yeah.
But he was just so likable. They were just...
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to make him... They didn't like the way the script worked out.
Whenever he first comes into the scene, he doesn't know she's married or getting divorced or whatever, right?
No.
He just knows.
They were...
I used to know this woman back in the day.
Yeah, they were like high school sweethearts or something.
I thought she was really hot.
Yeah.
And now is my opportunity.
Which is kind of weird. They were like high school sweethearts. Or maybe it's college because he's British.
Mm-hmm. It had to be college.
Yeah.
But, by way I get, they were awful flirty and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And...
Well, I think they dated for a while, and then something happened where they broke up.
But...
She was dumb.
Yeah. He's just like, I want to do this project anyways, and this is my in. This is my excuse to go reconnect with this person that I used to really like. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
At all. And they act like they don't want you to like him?
No. It's just Robin Williams tries really hard and goes out of his way to break a bunch of laws.
Yeah.
To make him seem like a bad person.
Fucking
Vandal. So
he is a complete dick to this guy.
He is.
For no real reason. Or reasons. I mean, yeah, he's got reasons, but he shouldn't be just showing his hand the way he is.
It's been a few months at least.
Yes.
Before they started dating. Well, they're not even dating yet. She's just bringing him home and they're colleagues. But she has interest in...
Yeah, of course.
Both wanting to, right?
Yeah, I've got to bring him home to meet the kids and make sure he's going to be okay with my family and stuff before I start hooking up with this guy.
He was good with the kids.
Yeah, he even said as much. There was one opportunity this movie had to make him a villain and an unlikable person.
The pool scene.
The pool scene. They all go to the pool, right? Mm-hmm. And because, Daniel can't get in the fucking pool or nothing, he's got to keep his shit on. So he's just over at the bar drinking and drinking and drinking. And Stu walks over to get a drink from the bar. And there's another guy who's like, hey, I know you're like hot for this woman and stuff. She's got a lot of baggage and shit, don't you? And that was the movie's opportunity to make him a scumbag. And he could have just been like, nah, it ain't that. I just want to, I've wanted to fuck her since college.
Yeah.
But that's not what they do at all. They're like, no, I really like her. Her kids are fucking great.
Yep.
I want to be a part of this family. Why? Just make him a scumbag if that's what you want to do. Don't make us like Stu.
Well, not only is he a good guy, he's also got lots of money.
Yeah.
He's wealthy.
Yeah, he's done good for himself. When he calls Daniel a loser, he ain't exactly wrong.
No. It's not nice. Of course, he's not in front of the kids.
Yeah.
So he's just telling the truth.
Doesn't know he's in front of Daniel.
Yeah. He's just a deadbeat.
Right. Yeah. The guy can't hold down a job. He's a fucking loser. What can I say?
Yeah.
He's got this family to support and don't want to do it. So I guess I'm the man for the job.
He's got 3 great kids and had what seems to be a good wife. And he fucked it up.
Mm-hmm. Stu's a really likable guy.
Yeah, real likable.
I like Stu.
I really like Stu.
It sounds just like a thick soup, my dear. That was the joke. I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh.
Oh, you don't remember that line? Okay. Oh, stew sounds just like thick soup. It's like, what? This is fucking stupid.
That's a good soup joke.
Yeah, you need a good soup joke in your movie.
Every Robin Williams movie has a good soup joke, okay?
Does it?
I don't know. Maybe. Check the tapes. Even his outfit, the mask.
Yeah.
It looks, I mean, she's old.
Yeah.
But the mask just looks fake. You can tell she doesn't have any wrinkles.
Right.
It looks like she has Botox.
Well, the thing is there's no way your everyman could quick change this mask.
No.
It's not doable.
No, this would take, it took 4 hours. Every morning he had to get up and it'd take 4 hours to put that makeup on. And he's just like, boop, on.
Yeah.
Like fucking Hitman or something, you know?
Yeah, for real. Yeah. It's not like Arya Stark over here. It takes time. It's another one of those things that I could buy when I was a kid because when I was a kid I was stupid. But as an adult, I just can't. Even the quick change scenes aren't really funny to me.
And of course they always do this is a lady.
Yeah.
The shock value of other people realizing, there's a guy. Like he uses the man's voice. But you know what? I was really surprised they didn't do the normal trope of him being really strong for a woman.
Yeah.
They
true.
actually didn't do that, which normally they do.
The funniest thing in this movie for me, straight up, was the bus driver wanting to take him to Pound Town.
I did. I felt bad for the bus driver.
Like
he was a sweet old guy.
Yeah.
And even with the hairy legs.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I like them big and hairy.
Yeah. That doesn't mind me. All natural.
Let's throw down.
Bother me.
I like little dwarven women.
With beard you can hold on to. Yeah. As he's Mrs. Doubtfire, he's kind of a dick to the kids.
Yeah, he really is.
He comes in and...
He's the dad he never was.
Yeah. Well, not strict, but strict in the sense where he's making them study and do shit and clean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's mean to them. And then overnight, it was so weird because he came in and was just an asshole. And then he cooked dinner, which he ordered because he couldn't cook.
After he set himself on fire, by the way.
He set his tits on fire, so he put a robe on, so he's fine.
Yeah, you would smell burnt.
Yeah.
Burnt
rubber was what he said.
I've had stuff catch on fire in the kitchen. Yeah. The whole house stinks for a long time.
Especially a 2-story house, all that shit rises. But apparently, the kids were in their room for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And he fanned out and ordered food. It wasn't even good looking food. It was just like some Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, what fucking takeout did he get?
It was like he poured soup on a plate and then like a piece of chicken or something. I don't fucking know. And they were like so like awestruck. Like, oh my God. You know what? I was wrong about you. You're amazing. The girl that hated him, the oldest daughter, she just like flipped instantly. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been a bitch.
The kids find out.
Oh yeah, the 2 oldest ones. Cause fucking Matilda would rat him out. She's a dirty rat.
The 2 oldest ones find out and they go into cahoots with him, deceiving their mom.
They don't really do anything for a payoff besides the fact that, they know. There's no like, oh, I'm almost slipped up with something. Or there's no real payoff for them finding out.
Just the knowledge that they are horrible people, just like their father.
That they have no issue of lying.
Yeah, they are really willing to just...
And they had no issue.
Lie to their mom and just fucking destroy her.
Mm-hmm.
They're very okay with this. Do you think the kids make him still be in character? Even when it's just
well, no, because Matilda would be with them.
Yeah.
So he couldn't. She might notice.
Fucking just.
Why does Daddy sound like Mrs. Doubtfire?
Just punch her in the throat. She can't talk.
That would have saved us a horrible movie.
It would have. I didn't like this.
Yeah, that's why I picked it.
I didn't like this. I didn't. And man, yeah, I remember liking this. How times have changed. So I mean, Stu's an awesome guy.
Stu's a great guy,
and Stu's Daniel, just like I want to make us a family, and she likes you a lot. She thinks the fucking world of you. So I'm really trying my best to make you part of our extended family, even though you're a fucking weirdo and you're obviously lying to me about places in England. Your accent's all over the place because, you know, it's fucking fake and I'm actually from there and I know you're a lying piece of shit.
Well, it's kind of interesting. It's a fact that people with British accents are trusted more.
Yeah.
You have more of a trusting nature towards the old English accent like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that they'd be like, oh, yeah, this is a nice old lady. She wouldn't do any wrong.
That's why Alfred has an English accent.
Yeah.
You're supposed to trust him. I don't know about that, Master Bruce.
You mean Master Dick?
No, that was the first Alfred. My favorite Alfred is Christopher Nolan Alfred.
Yeah.
Yeah, Master Bruce. See, they just thought the stones were just all good fun. So we just burnt the fucking jungle down, Master Bruce.
I like Claw.
I like Claw too, actually. Yeah.
Anyways.
Trustable English people.
Yeah.
Continue.
Never trust English people.
Never trust English people.
Their accent does not make them trustworthy. So Daniel, a.k.a. Robin Williams,
yes,
breaks a lot of laws.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Including he vandalizes Stu's car.
Yep.
He
assaults him with fruit.
He had battery. I think it was battery, right? He chucks a lime at his head.
Yep.
And then he's like, oh, drive-by fruiting. It was tragic.
Yep.
Because that's the thing.
I would just be like, bitch, you know how much money I got to make you disappear?
But he doesn't say anything. He just turns back around because he knows. I'll fucking get rid of you. As soon as we get married, you're gone. He attempts to murder him.
Yep. Well, he doesn't attempt to murder him. He attempts to fuck him up.
No. He knowingly knows he has an allergy to pepper and pours paprika on his food a lot.
But we got to think of the nature of the allergy here. Are we talking peanuts where you're either dead or you're not?
Well, that's as far as he knows. He starts choking.
Yeah. I took it that he went to swallow it and it started making his throat swell up and then got caught and that's why he was choking. But then again, if he was that allergic to pepper, there's no way he would have got past chewing this shit.
No.
Yeah.
It would have started swelling up before he even swallowed.
Yeah.
So it was a weird interaction, but...
Bridges?
Real restaurant.
It is. I did not know that until this.
I think it's still around. So the whole restaurant scene was dumb anyways. The fact that he had 2 different appointments at the same restaurant at the exact same time on the same day, the odds are astronomical.
Right.
There's no way this would ever happen.
And the thought that he can even pull off the scope of such an endeavor.
Yeah. He should have just been like, sorry, I can't make it your birthday. I'm busy.
Right.
And then went and done the fucking job.
Yeah.
And the job interview. He shows up 20 minutes late at least.
Yeah.
Probably 30. And then leaves immediately and then shows up wearing makeup and lies to him. And then shows up as Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
And is like, I'm going to be an old lady on your show, the new talk show. And we're going to make just a fucking Mr. Rogers knockoff.
Not even a good Mr. Rogers knockoff.
A straight Mr. Rogers knockoff.
Yeah.
No. None of this would have flew.
No.
It's not like he didn't see what happens across the restaurant.
Right.
That he was faking it and that was his family and
maybe he just was drunk and passed out.
You know, maybe. They were throwing back shots.
Throwing back scotch. A lot.
But don't get this guy's insane. So you got attempted murder.
Yes.
Pretty much attempted murder. He knew. He knew that it was going to possibly kill him. He was hoping. I guess he didn't think it would kill him. He just thought
it would just fuck him up.
Yeah. And then I think the worst violation he does is his court violations of pretending to be a woman and actually violating the terms of his marriage or divorce.
I mean, honestly, even after all this shit goes down, the judge is still ridiculously lenient on him, right?
Oh, he should be in jail.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All the judge says is, you know what? Let's cool this down for the next year. we're going to get you into some therapy, let you speak to a counselor, a professional, and we will come back and reevaluate this in a year.
This motherfucker needs to be in Arkham.
Yes. Yeah.
Fuck therapy.
There's over and done with. And the whole time the judge is like laying this shit down about supervised visitation, shit like that. It keeps panning over to the mother, and you're supposed to just be like, oh, she's taking more of his shit away again?
No, at this point, I completely sympathize with her.
He has violated any kind of trust. There can be no trust with this guy now.
No.
At all. This is fucking done.
Because you never know who in your life he's going to be next.
Right. It is so depraved of a thing that he did. I can't even put it into words. The kind of violation to you as a person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You think you're having a genuine conversation with somebody, and you're fucking talking to essentially the Nigerian prince that's just trying to take your fucking credit card information, right?
Yeah.
Same difference. Right? It's really fucked up.
It's worse. It's worse.
It's so much worse.
Because at least he's pretty much upfront that he's trying to scam you.
Right. Like, it's a violation of everything. I feel violated. Putting myself in her position, yeah. I would strip him of everything I possibly could. I would not want him to see his kids ever again.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
Fuck, I would. After this shit, yeah. Imagine if you were dating a woman.
Yeah.
Or married to a woman for a couple of years. You get divorced. You got a decent job in a stable household, and you get custody of your kids. And this woman goes and dresses up like a fucking man or something to try to get back at you somehow, or to fuck up your life or something like that.
But that wasn't his intent.
His intent was to spend time with his fucking kids, but he can't. Which is so stupid. You can't show up as a character and you spend time with your kids.
No.
Right? You show up as a character and that character spends time with your kids.
But at least you get to see them.
Yeah, well, fucking take a picture. You know, what do you want me to say?
Call him.
Like, yeah.
You could just talk to him.
Right.
Oh, it was 3 months.
They're sitting around the house anyways.
Yeah.
Might as well.
He could have easily just waited out and bombed all the interviews and been taking care of them himself. Yep.
Could have.
Instead of fucking his old British lady.
I liked that this movie ended with them still divorced.
Yeah.
I was so afraid because, honestly, I couldn't remember exactly how this movie ended. And I was so afraid that this movie was going to end with this dumb bitch getting back together with him or something. I'm just fucking don't do it. Don't do that.
She's definitely getting together with Stu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those kids have a new stepdaddy.
Yes. Good for her.
Good for Miss Gump.
After this, Stu needed to be running away screaming from this bitch. Like, this isn't worth it. This isn't worth it. Because, you know, Daniel's going to be showing up at, like, fucking get-togethers and shit like that. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And the worst part is he's still got his fucking TV show at the end, too.
Yeah, of course, it all worked out in the end for him, right? Where
yeah.
He has a TV show, the mom feels bad, and they're like, okay, we'll talk about the custody thing, and she drops the whole full custody.
Even though she can't do that. No, judge already made his ruling. She can't just do that.
But she can't just let him spend time with them and not tell the judge.
Yeah.
So,
a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah. Who the fuck would give this guy a TV show, bro? Holy shit.
I would rather watch that other guy smacking dinosaur toys together.
Yeah. At least I'd sleep well. The guy was so intrigued with the stupid dinosaur rap, and it was not very good.
No, it was not. It was so good, I can't remember it, only that it sucked.
It was something like, I'm a herbivore. I only like to eat leaves, and
I like to eat wood. Wood's real good.
Wood's real good. I'm a carnivore. You're gonna be dead just like we are extinct.
There's an
it's
Elvis.
Education though.
There's an Elvis,
like Elvis
reference
Rex.
in this.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I didn't know who Elvis was.
He's the king. Oh, you know who Elvis was.
Not really.
Yeah. He's the king.
I didn't listen to any fucking Elvis music.
I mean, but you've heard it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you heard it. What were we, like 20 when this came out?
Yeah. Yeah, 28. Yeah. Just getting through my second divorce too.
Yeah.
I could feel his pain.
Fucking old man.
But man, you know what else came out in 1993? Magic the Gathering.
Oh.
Maybe if I would have bought a dual land and not Mrs. Doubtfire, I'd be rich today.
No. He's fucking...
Oh, man.
I think... So at the end, the wife they don't get back together, right? It just leaves it open-ended. But she did seem like she was kind of vibing on him as a woman when she was watching Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
So what if
God.
Robin Williams gets a sex change and actually just becomes a woman? And then they could get together, because that's obviously what she's wanting. She got a little bit of Bond, 007 stew over here.
Yeah.
And now she's like, I want to kind of go a little bit further. Let me try a woman.
I gotta be honest with you, man. Every lesbian I know has like 3 or 4 kids.
Yeah, right?
Right.
Because they used to be straight.
Right. And then they met Daniel.
Yeah.
And Daniel turned them gay.
Don't go back straight. Well, I mean, yeah. Maybe Stu's just bad in bed. Maybe Daniel Craig. Not Daniel Craig. Fucking Pierce. Wrong Bond. Maybe Pierce Brosnan is bad in bed. So she's like, let me get some of that Doubtfire.
Yeah. I totally missed what the newspaper clipping said.
Oh, it was something about someone doubts a fire was started some way or some shit. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire, honey.
So it's not even an Easter egg. It's just a fucking throwaway thing, too. Everything in this movie is a fucking throwaway thing.
Well, because it was all fucking improv.
Okay.
All right, let's throw some adverts in there. Let me tell you about our new sponsor.
Raid Shadow Legends.
We're so happy to play it.
Come join us and play in the Doom Tower. Power up your heroes and get cool quest rewards and fucking give us your money on gems.
We now have the new option of vibrate mode where you can shove the phone in their ass and it plays for you.
Raid Shadow Legends. Download us in the App Store today.
Okay.
Only on Android and iOS.
Now we're back from that. I'm sure we're going to hear from him real soon.
Yep.
Cease and assist.
We're not affiliated at this point. Oh my God. I would do a fucking Raid Shadow Legends every day of the week. Ever played this game in my life? Fuck no. Give me your money though. All $20 of it. I will fucking do your plug every week.
Oh God. Don't fucking play this fucking game.
Do you even know anybody that plays Raid?
No.
I've never met anybody that plays Raid Shadow Legends.
No idea.
I don't know who. Because they spend a bunch of money on advertisers. And I don't know who the fuck plays this game.
Apparently, it was probably a bunch of fucking 80-year-old people, I guess.
Mrs. Doubtfire plays this game.
She looks like a fucking Raid Shadow Legends player.
So what's your final thoughts on this? Would you recommend watching this movie? No. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I don't think I would either.
If you like Robin Williams, his stand up,
yeah,
and don't watch it.
Yeah.
This isn't anything like a stand up.
Like literally,
if you have, I mean, it's fine. If you have young children, they're gonna enjoy this movie. Let your kids watch this movie.
Yeah,
it's boring. It's not funny anymore. Like it just wasn't good. And as an adult, there's a lot of shit you see is wrong, just morally and lawfully wrong with this fucking movie that you're just supposed to agree with.
One thing I liked about this movie is all the just really 90s shit his son wore. Fucking like
real fucking 90s.
Sweater hoodie things or whatever. It's like, it's coming back as a fashion statement now. Yeah.
Yeah. We're 90s around.
This kid was hipster before his time. But I don't know, man. This is rough. Because when I was being force-fed this movie as a kid. It wasn't that bad.
I got force-fed.
It was a fucking instant hit.
So much I hated it, bro. So,
but I don't know how the fuck my parents sat through it.
I don't know. They probably didn't. They probably wandered off and started banging. You didn't even know it.
Yeah, probably. Put this fucking 2-hour piece of shit on. Let's go.
You were fucking just
knock it out.
Oh, I got about 2 hours for Mrs. Doubtfire is over.
This was about 2 hours on the money.
Yep. Hate meter?
Ah, man. Just because of how fucking depraved it is. When it comes down to it, this is a pretty sick movie.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the judge is right. This dude needs counseling.
Yep.
He really does. He needs to go talk to a professional. I hated this a lot, actually. I really did. This is up there. I would say at least a 6.
It's got a lot of sexist and bigotry in it.
Yeah.
So,
this is at least a 6, maybe a 7.
The children were like, when they found out they thought he was a trainee, they were like, "Oh no, you're a sicko. Get out here, weirdo."
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how they should have felt.
Yeah. Well, you can't be like that now, right?
Well, I mean, he was the one impersonating a woman and then didn't even lock the door when he went to take a piss. So, yeah, I'd say 7.
Yeah.
I'm 7 on this.
I'll give it a 7.
This aged so poorly. This is not like the first movie we did. This is not Home Alone. Where I enjoy hating Home Alone.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't enjoy hating this. I just didn't enjoy this at all. And that's worse.
Yep. I think the best part of this movie is Film Theories. Matt Pat.
Oh my God, yeah.
He has a really good segment talking about all the laws he breaks. And also he has a little intro where it shows it as shot, the trailer pretty much shot as like a horror movie.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. It's great.
It really is.
Yeah. He does much better work than we do if you haven't seen him.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. We're not good at this.
Yeah. Maybe one day he'll give us a shout out. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
When
we
dead.
should dress up like a woman.
Ooh.
And then we can be his housekeeper and abduct his kids. Is that too Robin Williams?
Anyways, I don't get into someone else's YouTuber's life.
Yeah, it's all going to get cut out right there anyways. It's fine.
No, I'm leaving it. You're going to jail, sir. I got video evidence. Sound, not video.
Yep. Got the sound bites.
Evidence.
Oh.
We're going to put you in trial.
You're going to Johnny Depp me.
He shit on my bed. Jesus. He's talking about taking some children from some kid. And that's the only clips we're going to play too.
Fuck you.
Just go put your cigarettes out on someone else, Danny.
I don't even smoke, you dumb bitch.
Anyways.
This movie sucked dick. Don't watch it.
Yep. That's about all we had to say about that. Thanks for joining us for another episode over here on the Misfits of Cinema podcast.
Hit us up in the comments. Yep. Click that like and subscribe.
Hit us up on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. So just let us know what you think.
All the Googles, all the Twitters.
Thanks for listening, guys.
See you later.
Bye.